We have nothing else to go on but the belief that she is here. She's present, she's alive, and we want to save her.
Now, that is the Pima County Sheriff, Chris Nanos, who is speaking out about Nancy Guthrie, Savannah Guthrie's mom, who is still missing, signs of forced entry. We know that. The other part, Barnes, that's very interesting is they're saying maybe a suspicious intruder could have been at the house earlier because she was last seen, her son-in-law dropped her off after dinner. He was the last person that saw her.
But they're also saying that he is a suspect. They, meaning so many news outlets, are reporting that the Italian brother-in-law artist is a person of interest, although NBC went out of their way last night in the news to say nothing about that. They didn't address it at all.
And then I saw another report that said he wasn't a person of interest.
They're everywhere.
So it seems like it's going back and forth. But surprisingly, Savannah Guthrie, who I'm sure is just in total chaos with her family and frustrated and probably going through a lot of emotions right now, is now speaking out.
Well, here's the thing about one more thing on the brother-in-law. They took in their car. So they took in their car. Someone took those Nest cameras, beat them, broke them, shattered them. And then the brother-in-law, they take the car. They don't just show up with a bunch of dark SUVs and take your car if they're just curious. I just think there could be something there. What if it's like, well, I don't want to speculate, but that could be very feasible. A lot of people were saying inside job, before they even started talking about the brother-in-law. It's very feasible.
Finally, Savannah spoke out yesterday.
On behalf of our family, we want to thank all of you for the prayers for our beloved mom, Nancy. She is 84 years old. Her health, her heart is fragile. She lives in constant pain. She is without any medicine. She needs it to survive. We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media. As a family, we are doing everything that we can. We are ready to talk. However, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen. Please reach out to us. Mommy, if you are hearing this, you are a strong woman. You are God's precious daughter, Nancy.
This is like a movie. I mean, just in that, she's basically addressing the kidnappers. That is giving a nod to these supposed demands that were sent.
That, in and of itself, is just heartbreaking. Obviously, the FBI has been brought in. They're doing everything they can to find her.
I keep saying, this is just an unbelievable story.
Barnes, people are speaking up and speaking out. Melinda French Gates says her ex-husband, Bill Gates, numerous mentions in the Epstein files, makes her unbelievably sad for the alleged victims and brings to mind some uncomfortable questions.
One thing I want to ask you is, she's going by Melissa French Gates. She doesn't hate him enough to drop the Gates? Or is that because, she's added her maiden name in there?
Maybe because of their foundation. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I thought about that as well.
I always wonder that these really bad divorces that go down.
And people keep the names, I know.
I'd be like, get that thing off my driver's license.
No girl should ever be put in the situation that they were put in by Epstein and whatever was going on with all of the various people around him. No girl. I mean, it's beyond heartbreaking, right? I remember being those ages those girls were. I remember my daughters being those ages, right? For me, it's personally hard whenever those details come up, right? Because it brings back memories of some very, very painful times in my marriage. But I have moved on from that. I purposely pushed it away and I moved on. I'm in a really unexpected, beautiful place in my life. So whatever questions remain there of what I can't even begin to know all of it, those questions are for those people and for even my ex-husband. They need to answer to those things, not me.
There's a couple of weird cackles in there.
Oh, wow. Remember you and I talked about director Brett Ratner?
Yes.
Who did the Melania film? He says he didn't know Epstein, but guess what just dropped? A bunch of photos of him in bed with Epstein and a couple of young girls. So, Brett, you might want to...
Dude, come on.
I know. Okay, who could this be? Will Arnett sharing a story of someone that was kicked off the Smartless podcast because they were a jerk?
This is good. This is recent. And it just begs the question of who is he talking about?
Another very famous comedian who I'll tell you after, who is a rank asshole recently. And we cut him off after 10 minutes and said, thanks so much, and ditched him.
Seriously?
Yeah, and you'll be blown away by who it is.
Who do you think he's talking about?
People in the comment section, which is where I go to immediately, are saying Chevy Chase.
I think it's Chevy Chase. Could it be Seinfeld? He's gotten even more snarkier lately.
I don't think so.
He says very famous, but yeah, Chevy Chase, that's a good guess.
Could be.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada?
Yes, please.
Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
Hi, I'm Joe Saul-Sehy, host of the Stacking Benjamins podcast. Every week we talk personal finance trends.
I think it's tough finding like a stock certificate from 1987 in Grandpa's drawer. Wait until you need the Face ID to unlock Cash App.
It's so sad what money does to people.
It happens. That's why you don't tell anybody what you got.
That guy who had the brilliant idea, I don't want my relatives to know how much money I have. So every time I go to Thanksgiving, I ask them if I can borrow more.
Stealth wealth.
Stacking Benjamins. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
I know Queen is all excited about the Winter Olympics. Lindsey Vonn, wow, she plans to compete even with a ruptured ACL.
How the hell is she going to do? She's saying, I'm that much better than you with a ruptured ACL. I can still kick your ass.
I'm not letting this slip through my fingers. I'm going to do it. End of story. So I'm not letting myself go down that path. I'm not crying. My head is high. I'm standing tall. And I'm going to do my best. And whatever the result is, that's what it is. But you can never say I didn't try.
3 days ago, she was airlifted.
Unbelievable. And guess who she's getting support from? You know, the most important correspondent, Snoop.
Lindsay, let me say this to you, baby girl. You are a true champion. This is what it's all about. Standing up for something and fighting for what you believe in. There's so much inspiration and motivation that somebody's going to get from this. Somebody's going to be inspired. Somebody's going to become the next great. So thank you, Lindsay, for being you.
I'm a little maxed out on Snoop and the Olympics haven't even started.
You better get ready.
Like, dude, come on. Why are they shoving Snoop down our throats?
Get ready. You remember the voicemail we played in Celebrity Sleaze with Blake Lively and the very long voicemail she left for Justin Baldoni, you know, trying to get him to change production schedule? Well, here's a voicemail that was just released from Justin Baldoni to Blake. I mean, they were friends at one point, Barnes.
But these are both serious puke.
Hey, Blake, I hope the fitting was super successful. Thank you for sending those pictures. That was really cool. I was in the department head meeting and they came through and I was like waiting for them to load and I legit got the chills when I saw it and it looked beautiful. It's gonna work so well. Okay.
Who would ever say, I hope the fitting was super successful?
I'm telling you, there was sexual tension with the two of them.
I mean, you're just trying on clothes.
Seriously. I love it when we find out actors' first gigs. Sometimes it's like, oh, you know, they were a waiter or something. But check out Alexander Skarsgård.
My first job, I could not believe my luck. I didn't even have representation. I was on vacation in LA visiting my dad, and his manager sent me out to this audition. So it was my very first audition. And 2 weeks later, I was in New York City with Ben Stiller screaming orange mocha frappuccino, getting soaked in gasoline and dancing to Wham and dying in a gasoline fight. It was a very surreal experience. I'm not sick of it, so please, if you ever see me scream orange mocha frappuccino in my face, I love it. or throw an orange mocha frappuccino in my face. If I have a signature look when I model, it's probably constipated surprise. That's what I go for if I'm on a fashion photo shoot or something.
This dude's got a sense of humor.
I know, and he's in that Charlie XCX movie. It's like, what? Robert Smith of The Cure. I mean, they just won a couple of Grammys. He was talking about how his voice has stayed great for nearly 50 years now. I mean, 50 years, all thanks to what?
I really not paid great attention to longevity in my own personal life up until about the age of 50. I mean, I was astonished that I got to 50. And then I started to think I'd probably like to get to 60. And so I started to moderate a bit. And then you turn 60, and really every year is a bit of it's a bit of a bonus for me. I suppose as a consequence of that, my voice has held up probably a lot longer than I thought. I gave up smoking. It was the most important thing I did, really. I turned 40 and I thought, I'm never smoking again. And I haven't. And I think that's really pretty much, along with a few other things, that's the thing that's allowed me to continue doing what I do. I really do, but having said that, there are people who I know who are singers who do look after themselves, and their voices go. It's just one of the things. My voice will go at some point. It's just, but like I've said recently, my dad was, would sing every day into his 90s. So he was, he would say to me, just like, keep singing until people tell you to stop.
That's so cool. His voice, you can just tell by the speaking quality of it. It's just so good still, so strong.
Stop smoking. Great advice. And that's your Celebrity Sleaze on 99X.
Start your day with the morning jolt of Drake C. Toll.
You've never been a football coach before, so you're not allowed to talk about this. No, I can have burnt mozzarella sticks and say the chef's not working.
Then Black and Abdallah.
Adam Abdallah.
That's what we do. We rank quarterbacks.
Fired.
Okay.
And Westwood One Sports Night caps it all off.
I don't know how they're going to win, but they're going to win. We're open all night here on Westwood One.
Westwood One Sports Talk. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.